I'm HennyStr8t, we're at Popparotz TV. Today we are here with 12G. 12G, Brooklyn raised, jack of all trade rapper. Tell me what that's about.
12G, it comes from Boulevard. That's where I get my oldest memories. Like I'm from 807, I'm from Linden Boulevard, houses in East New York. So we lived 12G, it's me, my uncle, my grandmother, my mother, little sister, you know, deep like most black families. And that's my first memories right there, you know, that's when everything was fun, everything was cool.
So what made you decide to use 12G as your stage name?
Actually, it came from my producer because my name was always troublesome. And in my emails, it would be 12G, 12G1 at Gmail or 12G at AOL. So he just caught that and he would just call me 12G all the time. So it kind of stuck. It made sense. It made more sense than troublesome, actually, because I was trying to put a certain lifestyle in the past and move, towards the future.
So why were you called troublesome at first? Who made that up? Did you come up with that?
I came up with that because that was more of my personality at the time. So, I was, young kid, acting up, being a knucklehead. So, it just stuck, it fit.
So when did you get into rapping?
I wrote my first rhyme at 8. But I didn't take it seriously till I was about 16. I started with battles on the streets, East New York, Brownsville. People come up, say, "Yo, yeah, I heard you could rap," and come up and you have a battle. It's like just before the smack era, before they glamorized it. I was on the streets doing it, so it was fun. And then gradually upgraded to writing songs, doing things like that.
Let's backtrack a little bit. What do you mean by glamorized it?
Oh, because it's a huge stage for battling right now. When I was growing up, it was just something that was fun to do. It wasn't something that really put you on. It wasn't something that got you paid or any kind of money. You just did it for fun, or you did it for respect. So that's my era. I'm a little older than I look. But my era is just, if you got skills, then you got to prove that you're the best.
So what was your driving inspiration to start to really take it seriously? To move on from the battle rap and decide that you want to start writing songs?
To tell you the truth, it was my family. Everybody just kept telling me I was good at it, And after a while, you hear something enough, you start to believe it. So people just kept telling me, I'm good at it, you should do it, you should do it, you should do it. And I started doing it and got good feedback.
So while I'm sitting here, let me just take my time out to introduce the cousin, because he's sitting here. So go ahead, introduce yourself.
Young schemes, heart in the living dream.
Just thought we should introduce who else is in the shot. But back to business.
Yeah.
What have you done, since you started rapping? Since you've been in the game, what are some of your accomplishments? What have you did?
Well, I'm on my second album right now, actually. The first one, I started from the bottom, actually, on 14th Street, Union Square, hassling people to buy my album. And now I'm at the point where, I could put it out. My second album is all over everywhere. It's on Spotify, it's on Tidal, it's on iTunes, it's on Google Play. That's the definition of trouble. It was the first one, and the good, bad, and ignorant shit you love is the second one.
So what's the transition in between, the first one into this one? Is there a difference in the content of what you're speaking about? Is this a more mature you?
Actually, it is. It's the first album was mainly based on myself. It was those troublesome days. It was everything bottled up inside of me, everything that I saw, everything that I experienced. The second album was more so, it's called The Good, Bad, and Ignorant Shit You Love. It's more so focused towards my fans and my fan base that I was gaining. It's like, you know, and other people who didn't really like my music at the time. It was like, well, I can do everything else too, so let me show you, you know, this shit. Let me show you the ignorant shit that you love. You know?
Sarcastic.
Yeah.
That's your
like
trademark?
That.
You like to be sarcastic?
I'm a sarcastic person. So, you know. But as far as the content, I mean, they're both two vulgar albums where, you know, I tell everybody that I don't give a fuck no matter what on both albums, but the second one, it's just based around what everybody else likes. You know, the first album is what I like. I'm more of a lyrical type person. My favorite artist is Nas. My favorite artist is Jay-Z. You know, they're the top to me. But you know, the second album is more so me playing around with Drake's, the J. Cole, that style type music at times. You know, just to, you know, show people that I'm a complete artist.
Moving forward, how is it that you want your fans to view you? Like, what is the message you want to show through your music?
I want to show that I'm a complete artist. I believe a lot of artists are one-dimensional in the game right now. They can only stick to one thing. They only have their mind on one thing, and it's basically you find a formula for success and you stick with it. You never go outside of the box. And I never want to be that way. I just want to be that artist that shows everybody I can do everything. You know? So
as far as you said, you know, the ignorant shit you love, you said that's kind of doing what other people did. So what is your trademark?
Well, I tell you the truth, I just like to be as clever as possible. That's what I like. I actually like, my favorite movies are the movies where you have to sit down and you have to watch them 3 and 4 and 5 times. And every time you watch it, you catch something new. That's my style.
I think I like that better.
I love that, but that goes over most people's heads. So, you know, like Jay-Z said, I dumbed down my lyrics to double my dollars. You know, that's a true statement right there. It's like, you know, you don't do exactly what you're capable of sometimes because you're trying to cater to everybody else. And, you know, I did that for the second album just to let people know, but now, you know, I'm going back to my roots. I'm going back to, you know, the bars that go over your head and you don't catch.
And that's what I like.
You know, I'm glad you like that.
Being an independent artist, like, are you looking to go mainstream or would you rather it the way it is? That's one of my favorite questions.
I want to go mainstream, but do I want a label to control my every move? No, I don't. I'd rather stay independent, or if I'm not independent, I'd rather have some kind of control over my content, over things that I promote. Just, you know, I don't want to be a slave to the industry. So, you know, but I would like that machine behind me because that machine is very, very powerful. People don't understand it, that you know, they can brainwash you in a heartbeat. You know, that machine is very, very strong. So if you know, let's say you focus the right message, that's a beautiful thing. You know, you can get that to everybody. And 0 to 100.
What are some things we could look forward coming from you? Do you have any new music videos out?
Well, I have Counting Up right now. That's me featuring Casanova Corleone and Bank Boy Soda. And I'm working on another one right now called No Rewind. And that's just me, myself.
So go ahead and introduce to Popparotz TV your video.
Popparotz TV, I like y'all to sit down and pay attention to Counting Up by me, myself, 12G, and my man Bank Boy Soul. Alright?